I'm Michael O'Leary and I watch All About Sport on Cavan TV. So should you.
Welcome to All About Sport on CavanTV.com, coming to you live from the Cavan Crystal Hotel, sponsored by DrumlinMedia.com. All About Sport is Ireland's first live web TV sports programme with nearly 2 million views worldwide. Joining me on tonight's show is fitness guru and former kickboxing champion Alan Gilhooley. And Alan is here to tell us all about Alan's Fitness Challenge. So Alan, you are very welcome to the
Thanks
show.
Very much.
It's great to have you at last. I should have mentioned that how I know you is because I actually attend your classes, which are absolutely fantastic. And but we'll talk a little bit more in detail about them. But tell us a little bit more about Alan's Fitness Challenge and how it all came about.
It basically was, I started working up in the complex up the road there, swimming pool, and myself and Michael Coyle decided that we were going to start to do classes. So Michael had Get Fit with Mick, so I had to try and find something to be as catchy as Get Fit with Mick. So trying to find something that rhymes with Alan is a bit of a chore, so challenge came into it. So from there on it was like, take
Alan's
the challenge.
Yeah. And definitely your classes are certainly a challenge. For people and for our viewers watching who don't know much about TRX, you know, it's a buzzword at the minute. Everyone's talking about TRX and it's this whole new rage, all its suspension training. Tell us a little bit more.
Well, look, you've done it yourself, and you see yourself that it's. I think the name, the TRX, where it comes from is your left. It's a good description about the way your left for the 2 days after is that your arms are like this, and you shuffle around, and
you're like a TRX.
You're like a trans. So you shorten the word to TRX. But
I didn't realise that. That's exactly how I feel after the class. Yeah. Shaking out the door.
But no, it was developed by a guy called Randy Hetrix, who liked one of my videos on Twitter once, which gave me a bit of a buzz. But he was a Navy SEAL, so when they were out training, when they were out on tour, there's no way of getting any equipment. So and you know what they look like, so their parachute straps was what they used to work out with. And from there, when he moved back to America, he launched it, and then we took it over.
Wow. So how long has it been launched? Like, I mean, roughly?
2005.
Okay, so it's, I mean, you know, it's in some ways in its infancy here in Ireland. It's still only growing and growing on kind of name for itself.
Yeah, well, so 2005, we're talking about America. So it probably was. You're probably talking 2010.
It definitely only hit Ireland. It feels like only, I suppose it only hit Cavan really only since you brought it to Cavan.
Yeah, it was myself and Michael that brought it here to Cavan, so and we enjoyed it. And where I found it was I was up in a gym in Tala, and there was one hanging in the thing, and of course I had no idea. I says, what is this thing? So I got one of the instructors. I said, what is this? So he showed me 3 or 4 moves. I was blown away by these. Now that I do them myself, I see it was pretty basic what he was showing me, but I was blown away by this. So looked up the course. We came back and talked to the manager and looked up the course, and we went and we done the course, and we never looked back since. So
yeah, which is great, and the classes are growing and growing all the time. TRX, obviously, it is resistance training. When you watch, maybe when we have some clips from the classes so people can get more of a visual idea what they're like. You know, they don't look too strenuous, it doesn't look like that difficult watching, but when you're actually doing it, it's a lot harder because it's all based on your own body weight.
Yeah, well, the thing about it is that you can have from any level of fitness, because you know yourself that all it takes is a step forward or a step backward. It makes it harder or it makes it easier, whichever way, and that's why I think it's great for it. It's so good for stability. Like even for your joints, muscles, things like that. Like even myself, I dislocated my shoulder only a couple of months ago, and within a week or two, I was pretty much healed, because literally the stability you get from it is crazy. Like it's really good.
And it also is a good work. It's a great workout overall. It's your you get a lot stronger, and I felt physically I got a lot stronger. My body was much stronger, but you kind of sweat in a different way, like, and then you do feel like you do end up losing weight. Like, it does help. It's like you're, you know, burning fat from the outside, inside out. Especially
with the new Tuesday class, you burn a lot on that one. But yeah, well, that's it. The TRX, it stands for Total Body Resistance Exercise. So, but I know exercise is spelled with an X, but TRE just doesn't sound
not as catchy, not at all.
So,
yeah. But we have a clip, and this is some of the action from one of Alan's classes, which are on up in the complex. Now, I'm not sure who's featuring in this video. So, as you said earlier, and this is the lottery, this is the lucky dip. So, I know some of guys and girls that go to the class are watching. So, check this out.
Now watch me, okay. Now watch me whip, watch me, why me do it? Now watch me whip, kill it, watch me, okay. Now watch me whip, watch me.
This is actually a kickboxing class, not an actual TRX class. So this is one of the kickboxing that we're going to talk about later on. Talk us through what's happening.
These people, they handle each other and they enjoy it. That's the other classes I run, that's not TRX.
Yeah, sorry about that. That wasn't TRX. That was actually kickboxing. Apologies. I think we were talking over the video there, over the audio. So apologies for anything that you may or may not have heard. Right. So break down the TRX. Your particular class, you have TRX Plus, TRX Insanity, and you're saying TRX Hit, but you change it up all the time.
I do, yeah. But it seems the new class I've started lately, the TRX Plus class, seems to be one that's taken off. That's the one that you yourself voted in for. But yeah, it really is kicking off. And I think there's so much more you can do in that class, like especially for people like yourself that you've been doing it for a bit of time and you need that extra push. And I think it's definitely the way forward with it for people like yourself who have been doing it and need to
change it up a bit.
Need to change it up a bit, yeah. So, but same as before. I mean, beginners come and like it's the moves themselves can be difficult, but there is always an easier way of doing it. So,
do you still have a beginners class for people who just want to kind of slowly learn the basics before they take part in circuits?
The Monday class that I run is definitely a step back. It's pretty much what we used to do on the Tuesday, but as well as that, Fintan, one of the other instructors, is taking a beginner's class on a Thursday at 7:15, and that's doing really well as well.
Yeah.
So then they're soon will be ready for the for the TRX
for the next one. It's the excuse me, the particular one we go to is the circuit. So again, you know, when we show the video, it's like the two different, I suppose, suspension ropes, and everyone's doing something different. So you set it for like a minute intervals, or you build it up over the class. Yeah, secrets out now.
Yeah, it does. It's good because it gives people less time to talk as well, you know. But because you know someone's coming after you as well, that you got to get, and you've got like a minute and you've got 12 seconds to move from one to the other, and all the moves they're in front of you in plain sight, so you know it might take the first round for you to get the hang of them, but the first round is always 45 seconds, and then the next two rounds we go full out, we go pretty hard.
Yeah, I really encourage people to try it. It's something different, and like that I find it very good for people if you have like maybe an injury. It is a great way for building yourself up, and once you start it, definitely don't stop, because I made that mistake. We're actually going to go to the TRX video now so you can see for yourself.
If you had One shot, one opportunity to seize everything you ever wanted. One moment. Did you capture it? Just let it slip. Yo. His palms are sweaty, knees weak, arms are heavy. There's vomit on his sweater already. Mom's spaghetti, he's nervous, but on the surface he looks calm and ready to drop.
Now this is very, very difficult.
It almost ends here. Yeah, but kept it going. Kept my dignity with a press.
So as you can see, like here we have somebody like doing a little bit of kickboxing. We've got different, I suppose, bicep moves, working on the legs, working on the core, working on the arms. So, you know, there's various different things.
Those sheets on the floor, there's your exercises. There's how you know what you're doing for the next circuit. So it's pretty, it's tough, but there's. Yeah. So
and some
crunching.
I find one of the things I was most surprised about was, and I think it'll shoot to, I know this gentleman, Martin. So the balance thing is one thing I didn't realise how, you know, you're always stronger on one side, your left or your right side, but it does really build up balance as well, which is great.
It's brilliant. Like it's so good for that. Like I said, the stability is unbelievable. Like, a lot of us will be like, depending on if you're right or left footed or whatever, you'll be stronger, your balance is going to be stronger on one side than the other, because literally from kicking a football or things like that, you'll stand on one foot, but then when you go on, which is your good leg, you don't have the same amount of balance on this leg.
Exactly.
As you do on the other leg.
Lots of the footballers are kind of getting involved, and it's really become a craze amongst different teams.
Rugby, footballers, like every single American football team will have them. They'll have them hanging out at crossbars. I don't know if they're called crossbars in American football, but they'll have them hanging out there. And MMA, it's big in MMA as well. So it really is taking off, and even it's gone into physiotherapy now as well, where you can actually do a course. It's TRX for physio. Oh
right, so. Okay, brilliant. Just at the end of that particular clip there, it showed you doing the RIP training. So, you know, what's the benefits of the RIP training? You kind of, you know, introduced it a little bit into the TRX classes, and a little bit of your kickboxing as well. Yeah,
it's just it's pure rotation, and it really gets you moving in that transverse plane. Like it's so good. Like again, the resistance itself. The more you don't have to step away from it. It is attached to the wall, but even by moving your hands down an inch or two, you felt it yourself. It makes a huge difference.
Yeah,
so
which is great.
But it is very good.
Now, my biggest thing is eating the right thing. So coming from a class, and obviously, you know, what's the right thing to eat? And you know, you 8, 9 at night, and you come from. What would you recommend, and what would you advise people to eat? Because I always find people asking that question. Yeah, what do I eat? What's the best thing?
You really got to get some protein into you as quick as you can. You know, just to help you recover. Like anyone will tell you that. Now,
good old eggs.
You can get good old eggs, chicken, you know, yourself. But the shakes are great too. Like
what shakes would you kind of suggest?
Well, the whey protein is always a good one.
I'm always worried about that, and I know lots of different girls in particular who I speak to say, I'd be afraid to take that, it'll bulk me up. You know, it has that kind of stigma. I suppose I don't know enough about it, but
no, it depends.
I'm not going to come in and look like the Hulk.
You can buy those shakes as well that they're made for bulking, and you take 1,000 calories in 2 scoops and that. But no, there's no harm in the protein at all. It's helping you repair.
I will not be the Incredible Hulk the next time I'm walking into the class.
You'll be fine.
Your other passion is kickboxing, and you happen to let slip that you were a former kickboxing champion a way back, but still, you know, credit where credit's due. Tell us how you got involved in kickboxing, and you know.
I was a kid like that, different style. Like every kid watches Bruce Lee and all these guys and wants to give it a try. So I did a few years of different styles of karate, and then freestyle tournaments and things. And it's many years ago. But yeah, always loved it and still do. But recently taken up MMA classes, and that's
going to the classes yourself.
Yeah,
oh,
I have. That's how the shoulder accident happened. But but we're heading over next week to Manchester to do my MMA coaching. So brilliant. That's another class on its way pretty soon. Great.
Well, that's definitely one to look out for. But I know you do the kickboxing classes in the complex as well as TRX classes, and they're really popular. The kickboxing great level of fitness. I suppose it really builds up your fitness and obviously your strength as well. So
yeah,
I enjoyed it. I did it once. One time only, but it was, it was great.
Yeah, I run that straight after TRX. And
I'm wrecked after TRX. That's
some people stay. Some people have to send emails and
that's me, obviously.
And make tea and other kind of excuses. But no, it's going good. During the summer it went quiet for a while, but at the moment it's going really well. I'm really happy. Yeah. As you've seen in the video, the girls and guys are in it. They don't hold back.
Yeah. It's a great way of getting out of any aggression, or if you had a bad day at work, bad day in the office, go to Alan's kickboxing classes
and
it's
funny you say that.
Give it socks.
A couple of for the 2 or 3 weeks that I didn't have the class, there was a couple of girls coming up to me and they needed it bad. They needed to say we need to get this aggression out. They're getting it tough to live at home. Yeah, they're being thrown out, so they get their aggression out on a Tuesday night.
Which
they're
is
okay
great.
for a week.
For Alan. But Alan, you've got a YouTube channel, Alan Gilhooley, and I suppose if anyone is watching, you can subscribe to that now. So get onto YouTube, subscribe to Alan Gilhooley, and you put up regular fitness videos. So Alan's Fitness Challenge, put up lots of different videos of different classes, different moves, individual moves that you show, so people can kind of log on and follow and have a go.
Yeah, no, I enjoy it. Some of the people in the classes don't even realise that they've been recorded. You spotted me last week, all right?
I always see a camera.
Yeah, it's you can just have a look and see if you're willing to try one of these classes, which is the reason I started them. I had another page as well when I done the shoulder, that recovery page, and there's anyone that's had any injuries, shoulder or anything like that, if you have a look at that, it's Alan's Road to Recovery on Facebook. There's loads of exercises in there that helps recover. Yeah,
that was a great one actually. I particularly like that one because I've a collarbone injury, but you, as you said, you dislocated your shoulder, and on that's word for anyone watching to watch it. How you quickly built it back up. It was great.
Yeah, it happened in an MMA class. It was an arm bar. It was pure accident. No one's fault. But after 3 days, it took an hour and a half in the hospital and lots and lots and lots of morphine, which was okay. It took an hour and a half to get it back in. It was ripped right out. But after 3 days, I was doing press ups. After 5 days, I was doing TRX. After 3 weeks, I was back sparring. So I think it was the TRX that helped. Yeah, definitely did.
I would agree because I've had a break from TRX and the collarbone is definitely, kind of went back to where it was, but it's starting to slowly build it up again. So, I mean, anyone who has injuries should definitely check out your classes. We have some photos, so we're going to just pop them up on your screen, Alan. We'll talk you through them now. So this is just some advertising. So I suppose these are your two main ones: is the Kickboxercise and TRX. Yeah. And they all run on. Tell us about the classes, Alan, and when they run.
But it's Sunday morning, 10:30 class. Monday, 7:15, and these are TRX. Sorry, Monday 7:15, and Tuesday 7:45. That picture there was taken during the summer. And that's when I brought it outside and hung the guys off the Astro. I don't think you.
No, I wasn't there. I was probably in bed.
No, Sunday morning, this is suit. Yeah. But it was a bit of fun. But I know there's a good picture coming up. See, that's the thing about TRX. You can bring it anywhere. Like I actually brought it in holidays with me last year when I went, because you can bring it anywhere with you and you can hang it anywhere. So there's.
Oh, that's the surprise. Thank you. Thanks very much.
There's the star pupil.
Oh, thank you. That's my birthday surprise. So, I see Sean just there.
Sean is just behind.
Yeah. Now I completely spotted Alan with the camera, and I don't even think I was doing the right thing. Actually, I was like.
Like you say, you spot a camera from anywhere, so...
I was just like really nosy, yeah. Perfect. But, right, well, Alan, let everybody know about the classes. It's in Cavan Complex in Cavan Town. Tell us about your classes. Just give us a rundown of the classes for the week if people want to check it out.
Okay, well, Sunday morning is TRX, and that's the circuit. It's tough going, but it's doable. Monday night, TRX again. That's 7:15. On Tuesdays, TRX is first. Again, that's the circuit, because that's what you asked for.
Yeah.
And on then straight after at 8 o'clock, sorry, that's at 7:15, and then at 8 o'clock, then 8 o'clock to 9 is the kickboxing classes, and some people stay for 2, so don't feel pressured that you have to. But
yeah, so it's good. It's good to mix it up, and if you have that time and
at the
energy.
moment, at the moment, that's it until I get this qualification next week, and then we'll see what else we can.
what else
we can do.
What else you're going to pull out of the bag? But I can certainly vouch for Alan's fitness challenge and for Alan's classes, and the TRX is excellent. And you really, well, I suppose when I started, I was a complete beginner, but you took the time, very patient instructor, and really excellent at guiding everybody through the different moves and bringing everyone on at their own pace, which I think is one thing that really benefits a lot of people. So
thanks very much.
I have to say thank you very much for that, and I'm sure we'll look at. I'll be seeing you next Tuesday, that's for sure. I'll be
you better
back at that class. But again, if you like what you've heard tonight, and if you're interested in TRX, I can definitely highly recommend one of the best classes that's here in Cavan Town with Alan, and you can go to Cavan Complex. Check Alan out on Facebook, Alan's Fitness Challenge, and also you can subscribe to his page on YouTube. That's Alan Gilhooley. So Alan, thanks a million for coming in. It's a pleasure to get you in. I know you're heading off now to train some Irish dancers.
Yeah, I've on a Wednesday night, which is good. But yeah, they're going to the Worlds in a few weeks. I don't know when exactly it is, but they're all aged between 11 and 14. Brilliant. And they're fantastic. They're all girls, and they're fantastic. They're athletes. They're just amazing. They're very good. They're very
great
strong.
level of fitness. And again, if anybody wants a personal trainer, well, this is your guy. So check him out. That's great. Well, Alan, thank you very much for joining us on All About Sport and for coming into Cavan TV. Thank you. So that's it from All About Sport for this week. I'll be back again at the same time next Wednesday evening at 7 p.m. If you'd like your sport featured on the show, simply contact drumlinmedia@gmail.com, and you can contact me at Cavan TV Sport or on my Facebook page, Louise O'Reilly. So it's goodbye from me and Alan Gilhooley from Alan's Fitness Challenge. Bye-bye.